We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Second Take Live. We are live today for the first live special.
Live.
We have Jacob, Justin, and Matt here for a good show for everyone today. We're live on YouTube, and only YouTube will have special guests here today. And all that fun stuff. It's going to be great.
Jacob, you look a little under the weather. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was just muting the mic as I had the YouTube on the other screen to make sure everything is doing well in there.
Great to hear.
It is great to hear. So we're going to start about MLB opening day tomorrow. Sounds very exciting. We have a couple rule changes. We have the Yankees against Nationals tomorrow night, 7:08 p.m. That doesn't look like it's going to be happening, but if it did happen, we'd have Garrett Cole's debut after signing a 9-year, $324 million contract.
Why, it's going to rain tomorrow?
It's going to rain in Washington, D.C., unfortunately. He's right. Hopefully they can have it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll hope maybe Friday. Friday they have a day off, so they can always move it to then. And then we have the Giants at the Dodgers at 10:08, and then we have with the Dodgers news today, Mookie Betts agreed to a 12-year, $365 million
very large contract.
Very, very large. Big money. Big money. So let's give it to you. All right, as we saw today, they might be expanding the postseason to 16 teams from 10, which would make the first round would be 3 games, which would not be good for 2 teams like the Yankees. What are your thoughts on this season, Matt?
Well, I have to say I don't like that rule change. The 10 playoff format is very good. I think it should stay because it makes it harder to get into the postseason. That's just what I think on it.
Justin, any thoughts?
I have no thoughts. I just know the Yankees are the best team, and let's get it.
The best.
Okay. That sounds good to me. So,
Jacob, what's your thought?
Okay. I'm very excited. Let's look at a couple more matchups for this year. Some of the main matchups this year will be the Dodgers versus Astros, the Athletics versus Astros, the Chicago Cubs versus Chicago White Sox, the Minnesota Twins versus Cleveland Indians, the Tampa Bay Rays versus New York Yankees, Atlanta Braves versus Washington Nationals, Cincinnati Reds versus St. Louis Cardinals, Braves versus Mets, and the Yankees versus Mets, DeGrom versus Garrett Cole. We can find that. Are there any questions from anyone that we would like to answer to or anything like that?
We have bad news. One of our special guests has their power out, so maybe
it's okay because the power could go out possibly. So so tomorrow night, hopefully we'll get the Yankees versus Nationals. Should be very, very exciting. The World Series champions tomorrow night. Well, hopefully they could figure it out. And we have the Cheaters, 9:40 p.m. Friday. The Houston Cheaters.
The Houston Cheaters.
Trash Town. And the Blazers are very, very, very good jersey. Very, very good jersey.
The best.
Also, by the way, did I forget to say that this will be on podcast as soon as it's done? I'll put this right in the podcast.
On Spotify,
Apple Podcasts.
It'll be on wherever you get your podcast.
Do we get any questions right now, Jacob? How's the chat going?
There are no questions right now, but we can look at the chat right now. So we have Gavin Stir.
Hello, Gavin.
He's a big fan.
Big fan. No way.
Oh, huge fan.
Whoever this is said, your AirPod quality sound is ass.
I agree. I slim. I 100% agree. His AirPod quality is fucking.
It's very nice, actually. The people I've recorded it's very nice. Someone said, "Look at Matt, man, inspirational." Someone said that.
Yeah, very inspirational, Just.
I am the best.
Second take did say, "Are you ready?"
Who's the second take? Oh boy, that was something.
Yeah, but it's honestly very exciting. Waiting for a guest, but we could talk about something to stall a little time. What are your thoughts on Michael Bennett retiring?
He's garbage. No one cares.
He was good. He was good on Seattle, the Patriots. He was good in general, I'm saying. So.
He fell off the past few seasons. He was very irrelevant.
I thought he was.
Like Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett, does he have a Super Bowl too?
He had one when they originally got the Super Bowl ring, but I think
then he went to the Cowboys. Never good since. He fell down.
He did not fall down. He was a great fit for that team.
No.
It's very exciting, honestly.
No, he got traded.
Very exciting.
He's going to play his role, and on the Cowboys, he definitely did not.
You were happier with Robert Quinn than him.
Right, Jacob, weren't you?
Yeah, it's upsetting that he's gone. can also follow us on Instagram. Oh, we have a question, guys. We have a question.
What's our question?
What is the question?
How do you feel about the bubble for the NBA? Justin, you can start.
I'm so excited for NBA. These scrimmage games are like having Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Then we're going to start off. I'm hoping my Portland makes it. Portland Trailblazers, Dame time, Melo. But it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to go into like October, so which is going to be good.
Yeah. Shane, to look at that Trailblazers hat.
Yeah, I like the Trailblazers, Shane. Ha ha ha.
Nick had to add to Michael Bennett saying he sucked on Dallas,
Right.
Eagles, and he was great in the other.
Agreed.
Good.
I think the Patriots when he was on the Eagles. I'm pretty sure.
He was okay
Yeah.
on the Patriots. He wasn't very good.
And did you see Josh
coming up-
Gordon? He wants to go
Yeah.
to Seattle. They want him back. They were saying.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, so also another little situation is that on July 28th to 29th, we have the LA Dodgers versus the Astros, which will be really exciting. Which we'll see them versus because they're in the World Series when the Astros cheated to them, so that should be very exciting.
They're gonna be plunked.
That should be really exciting. We also have the Yankees versus Mets coming from August 21st to 23rd and August 28th to 30th, which is all very exciting news. And we have a great season, 60-game season. It should be all really exciting. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. It's very exciting. And yeah, make sure you follow The Second Take 2, The Second Take on Instagram and Twitter at The Second Take 2. Coming up later, we're going to do which NFL team is going to shock the world, which NBA team, sorry.
That's going to be a great topic to talk about. Off the 16th.
The best.
I saw our guest just joined.
Enjoy.
He's not connected yet, but we have one more question before we get to our guest. Since COVID-19, do you think the NBA will have 2 seasons back-to-back because of timing? I think they're going to start in October.
No.
It might be injury prone. There might be lots of people of injury prone.
They have to.
I say it starts around Christmas. They have a shortened season that starts around Christmas. That's my prediction.
I don't think they're going to shorten it. We've spoke about this before. I think it's dumb to shorten it.
No, I don't think so.
No, but like Kawhi Leonard, like that player, he's going to be sitting out half the season.
If the NBA wants fans back next season, they're going to have to shorten the season to and start in December if they want any chance of fans back.
Yeah.
I don't know, and then the fans, that's not going to work out, in my opinion, but they're going to have it.
We'll see. Gavin Stress, where's Nick? He'll be on later.
Where's Nick? He'll be on later. Very excited.
You'll be the best.
So we have our first guest here. Let's let him
Let's let him in.
join in
Let
the show.
him in.
Yo,
What's up?
How are you?
What's
what's
going
up,
on?
dude? What's
Good.
up? How you been?
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm good.
Good. How you doing?
Enjoying this. What's the first
I know.
question, Jacob?
The first question is, who are your top 5 players to draft in
This
fantasy
is your-
football
Ooh, that's a
the
good one.
2020 season?
All right. I'll start. All right, so I think going in this order, I would probably have to say Christian McCaffrey, and I'll have an explanation for each. Christian McCaffrey is my number 1 guy. I would say 2019, he was first in total touchdowns, and obviously we know he was the number 1 running back. In 19 total touchdowns, he was 3rd for rushing yards. He had 1,387. He averaged 22.2 points per game with a total of 355.2 points for the 2019 fantasy season. And as I just said, he was number 1 running back. I think there's going to be a new transition to offense, obviously, because Cam went to the Patriots. So now we're leaving the Cam era. We're going into the Teddy Bridgewater era.
That's
So
going
I
to be
think
kind
the
of
ball is going to be run a lot more. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the ball is going to get run a lot more because I think they're going to try to work with this new offense. And I think while he's trying to get used to the receivers, I think CMC is also going to be utilized a lot.
100% not making the
I think
playoffs.
Yeah.
100% not making the
But
playoffs.
yeah, no, I think they could have a playoff run. I think players from the Ron Rivera era, like Greg Olson, he's gone now. And we know CMC is the monster of that offense. And the defense, it's not as good as it used to be. Kuechly is not there anymore. He retired. And so I think to win games, I think the offense is really going to have to work, to be honest. I think that's why
I think they're only going to go like 7 and 9.
number 2. Yeah.
No, because they have the Buccaneers and Saints.
Yeah,
in it.
I
They're
can
definitely not
agree.
making it. They're 7 and 9. I give them better than last year because
Yeah.
Kyle Anderson and so forth. But
They're not going to be well this season. Not at
I
all.
think
Yeah.
7 and 9. Okay.
So I'm gonna give you my top 5.
No, he needs to give you
McCaffrey.
4. His total list.
He-
Yeah.
no problem.
I
Give me
think I
keep
go
going.
two. All right, so number 2, I'm gonna go with Alvin Kamara. 2019, he's running back number 9. 26 in total touchdowns,
I don't know
22nd
about
in
that.
rushing yards. 2017 he averaged 14.6, 2018 averaged 18.2, last year averaged 12 points per game. And I think despite the fact that Emmanuel Sanders is going onto that roster, I think with Drew Brees being healthy, Kamara can have a great season because once again the Saints are going to be playoff contenders. So I think he could definitely be an elite running back.
So you're rather
My
have
third,
Alvin
I'm going to go with
Kamara?
Ezekiel Elliott. 2019's.
Would you rather have Alvin
No,
Kamara?
I obviously I would take TMC over Kamara.
Right, yeah. 100%. But
Or who?
I don't know about that though.
would you
I
rather
don't
have
know.
Thomas or Kamara?
Yeah.
That's
Michael
tough
Thomas-
though.
Michael
How do
Thomas
you?
or Kamara?
I'd go Michael Thomas over Alvin
I would
Kamara.
probably go.
It depends,
I would
really.
probably go Kamara.
Because necessarily, you don't even know who's going to be that good and when it comes down to it.
I think
You run the
at my
football.
number 3 spot, I have Zeke. I said 2019, he's running back number 3. He's 5th in total touchdowns at 14, and 4th for total rushing yards with 1,357. Since 2016, every season he averaged between 19 and 16 points per game, and last year he finished with 257 total fantasy points. We know they already have an insane wide receiver core. They drafted CeeDee Lamb, but I think Zeke will still operate in this insanely good offense. I think it's still going to be good. And now you got Mike McCarthy as head coach. So, I mean, I feel like the whole offense is going to be the whole team will be dependent on what Mike McCarthy brings. And I think Mike McCarthy could fulfill the footsteps of Andy Reid. And so I think with a better coaching staff, which is what I think the Cowboys have the team. I think with a better coaching staff, Zeke can finally get started. At my 4, I got Pat Mahomes at my 4. I mean, and Barkley's not in my top 5 just because I don't think he's gonna have that amazing of a season with the Giants. Although he is an elite player with so much potential, I don't think he's in my top 5. In my 4, I have Pat Mahomes. We know he won MVP in 2018, the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl and MVP in 2019. And although his fantasy campaign in 2019 wasn't great, he played with an ankle injury. He missed 2 games with a knee injury, but he still averaged 23.4 fantasy points per game and 6 games with at least 25 points. I mean, he's a beast of a quarterback. We know that. He's in his prime. He's got so many weapons to utilize on that offense. In 2020, they're going in with the same team, except now he has another offensive player who him and Andy Reid can utilize. And I mean, we all know he's insanely talented. And he's going to have a crazy career. And at my 5, I have Michael Thomas.
He's a stud.
He had his 3rd straight 100 catch season in 2019. So I have no doubt he's going to do that again with a healthy Drew Brees. I think he was at his best position in the NFL. He set the record 149 receptions last season. He was the number 1 wide receiver last year. 3rd in total touchdowns with 9, and 1st in receiving yards with 1,725. And I think with Brees being healthy, the playoff contending Saints can make Thomas a star wideout, and that's why I think he fits on my number 5.
I have a question,
All right.
David. Do you think the Tampa Bay or Saints are going to win the division? Who do you think would win that division?
The Saints, of course.
I disagree. I think Tampa, bro.
I don't know.
What do you
Brady's great, but no Saints.
David, what do you think? David. Anyway, I think that Brady will win because he has great options on the receiving end, and he has a great.
He's a game manager at this point. I don't know. It's all depending on their defense. If their defense is good, they'll be good.
David, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, he had to go. Well, he'll be back in a minute. So as I was saying, my 5 fantasy players in no specific order are McCaffrey, Mahomes, Zeke. Who else? You really could say Saquon, I guess, is your number 4, and 5. You got to go with I said it to Mahomes, right? You can go with Michael Thomas.
I fully disagree with the Mahomes top 5. You cannot.
Mahomes is top 5. What are you talking
put him in
about?
the top 5 all time.
Yes, you can.
No,
I don't know what you're talking
never
about.
take a quarterback first. Never if your first pick.
Don't talk to Jacob about that.
So I would do first overall. You get Saquon Barkley, not Saquon.
Whoa.
McCaffrey. Man.
I was gonna say.
David's back, guys. Hello, welcome back, David.
I disagree with you with Mahomes.
Happens.
I disagree with you with Mahomes. But going back on who do you think's going to win, Tampa or the Saints, the division?
The Saints.
Why?
Tampa is a new team. I mean, obviously you throw Brady and you throw Gronk into the mix. But honestly, I think I don't think you should sleep on Breeze in that offense.
Smart man right there. Smart man.
Tampa has to they have to get their team together. Like it doesn't matter. You can put all these people on a team, but they have an insanely good offense, but they gotta find some kind of chemistry.
But they have a great line. They got Wills off the draft and so forth.
We're not arguing about their line, but their defense is the problem. They had a terrible passing.
Secondary is bad. I'll admit their secondary is bad, but I just like their D line is, in my opinion. What was I going to say though? So I don't think Mahomes is in top 5 in fantasy. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would go Christian McCaffrey. Then I would go Saquon Barkley. Then I would go Michael Thomas. Then I will go what's his face? Alvin Kamara. And then after I go Zeke. That's my opinion off the top 5. Because Zeke is going to be good, yes, but there's so many other people in their offense, which you can't take them over those 4. Michael Thomas is a complete stud. Alvin Kamara is a stud.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley is a stud. I don't care if he's on one.
My only argument is how can you have 2 Saints players in the top 5? They have to share touches and carries.
What happened last year? They did that. It worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
I don't know.
Who would be your 5th, Matt? Mahomes?
The thing with Barkley is that
Mahomes, yes.
I want to take a quarterback.
He's that good.
That's the worst thing to do. What were you saying about Barkley, David?
I would take Mahomes. Mahomes is promising, and the reason I would take Mahomes over Barkley is because I mean you have the new coach coming in, right? And then you have Danny Dimes, and you have this new offense who's coming together with all these young guys. But I don't think the team is there yet. Barkley has the potential, but I don't think the team is there yet where he can be on Christian McCaffrey level. Last season he didn't really show it to me, so I don't know if he would do it this year.
Off PPR, I would take Saquon because
I don't think the Giants will not be good this year.
they're gonna do so many screen passes to him, and he had a B season last year, and he didn't even play the whole season. That's just my opinion, and I hate taking quarterback first. Don't even listen to that. I get like Russell Wilson late, maybe 5th round, 6th round, and so forth.
Yeah.
Or like I would take Cam Newton late, 11th round. I'll take Cam. Second one, I would take him as a quarterback too. I would be fine if Jared Goff. You know what I mean? Off those.
Goff is terrible.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, like those players.
I like Murray over Goff.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Or Rodgers, maybe you could get late.
You could get Rodgers late because he only has Devontae Adams really this year. So I could see him as a good late round pick.
Yeah. So are we ready to move on, everyone? The next question.
Sure.
Is Patrick Mahomes a Hall of Famer if he retired today, Matt?
Not at all.
Hell
Not at all.
no.
No.
David, why do you think?
Okay. So the reason he would not be a Hall of Famer today is because he's only been in the league for 3 years. Yes, he's so talented and he has so much potential, but to be in the Hall of Fame, you need consistent work and you need to demonstrate your talent over a period of time. And I believe he can do that. I believe he has the potential, and I want to see him do that. But the Hall of Fame is specifically meant for a player who's able to achieve his highest over a period of time consistently, not for a quarterback who's won MVP and a Super Bowl in his first 3 years. He has the potential, but more experience and consistency is obviously needed. Kurt Warner, for example, he had 120 starts, which was the fewest of any Hall of Fame quarterback. Mahomes doesn't even probably have half as many starts. And I think the entire top, I think this idea, it's stupid because someday he will be in the Hall of Fame, hopefully. But to say after 3 years, which is a little experience, he could be a Hall of Famer, I think it bashes the traditional idea of what the National Football Hall of Fame represents, which is consistent talent and hard work displayed over an extended period of time. I think it's something that needs to be earned. I don't think it's a title that is just handed out. He has the potential, but he needs to demonstrate this over a period of time.
Personally, if he won that AFC Championship game and had 2 Super Bowls or made 2 Super Bowl appearances, maybe. But you have to beat the Patriots. And Tom Brady was old 2 years ago, whatever, at like 40. Is he going to be better than Brady? Maybe, but he didn't beat him when he was 40. So that's my opinion why he didn't be it, to be honest. Because I don't
I think
winning one Super Bowl, one MVP. No, I'm not giving it to him.
I think Mahomes is talent that we haven't seen in the NFL for
Right.
so long. But
Maybe 5 years.
of course, I think he's a potential Hall of Famer, but he can get hurt. Like something can happen in his career. You need to look at more years. I would say give him 4 more years, and I would say he can retire today and be in the Hall of Fame if he continues to play the way he does.
So here is my take. I think he is a Hall of Famer because what you said before, David, he has been consistent throughout his career. He's been at
2 years.
a very high level still. It's like, do I think? Like, I think it would be crazy to not, if he retired, to not see him as a Hall of Famer. I think that would be crazy to see. I just think that would be a little outrageous for us not to see him as a Hall of Famer. Like, okay, but I think he's
Jacob,
a Hall of Famer.
name me one quarterback after 2 years who's in the Hall of Fame.
There are none. There
Exactly.
are none. But Mahomes is at another level.
So
of
why is
winning this.
Mahomes that special?
He's super Mahomes.
Why is he Super Mahomes?
So
I'm waiting.
what?
I'm waiting.
I can't hear Jacob.
Yeah, because he has bad quality.
Uh,
Camper.
You can't hear me? Should
No,
I
I
get a
can't
new
hear
headset?
you. I'm joking. But after 2
No,
years,
it's fine. No, I'd rather get a headset.
I
One
think
MVP.
he has the potential, but he needs
you
more
can't judge over 2
experience.
years, right? You can't judge over 2
He
years.
needs more experience. Yeah.
Because I don't know one quarterback that ever done that. I don't even know any.
I mean,
who ever do that.
Kurt Warner had the fewest starts.
Right, but how
I
many
think
years did he play?
Yeah,
How many years did Kurt Warner play? About
played with.
just about. You don't just estimate.
He played like 9-10 years. That's-
Nine-
Yeah, I would say.
He played 9-10 years. Mahomes played 1/5 of that. Maybe. Like, come on.
Nah, it's a stupid question.
That's what I told
I think-
Jacob.
yeah.
And,
But like I think
so-
Hall of Famer is not a title to just be like handed out to anybody. That's why I believe that like you have to follow tradition, obviously. Like all the people in the Hall of Fame earned it over an extensive period of time with their talent. So I think it takes time to earn the title.
I have a follow-up question. Do you think Joe Burrow would be a Hall of Famer or make the playoffs in the next 2 years?
Guys, I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm just getting a new
No, I
headset.
don't. I don't.
Not a problem.
I do think Cincinnati is a team on the rise. I would not sleep on Cincinnati. But I think this year, I don't think they're going to have an amazing season. I mean, I think they're going to have an okay season. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go win 5 games. But Burrow has to get used to the NFL. He's got to get used to that team, obviously. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think he's going to be great. But, I mean, his rookie year, I could see him winning 5-6 games.
I can see about that, but in my opinion, I don't think he's going to be top 15 this year now.
This year, Noah.
How do you feel about Dak? Is he a top 10?
Dak is a top 10 this year. 100%.
Me and Jacob have been arguing the past month. I can name 10
Top 10.
top 10 quarterbacks right
Disagree. Dak is not
I
top
know.
10.
now. Because we've been talking about this
I
for
think
a
I-
long time.
Okay.
Not
Alright, so
whatsoever. He's not top 10.
What- Let's count
the
them.
top
Let's
10.
count
Yeah, that's it.
Brady?
Number 1.
Brady. No, this is not in order.
Okay.
Brady is better than him.
Okay.
Rodgers, Mahomes, Lamar, Breeze. That's 5. Not anymore. Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson. That's 7.
Is this better?
Okay.
Yes, we need 3 more quarterbacks. Who was I thinking of? Matt, help me. Matt Ryan, 8. Right?
Okay.
Now this is where it gets a little tricky, bro. Carson Wentz, you could argue. Matthew Stafford, you could argue. I could argue because Wentz doesn't have that many receivers. That's why he's not filling up.
Put Matt Stafford
Who would
in
you
there,
put
too.
last?
Matt Stafford, too.
Big Ben.
I don't know. I think Dak will have a great season.
No, I'm saying this year. Do you think he's top 10? Jim, from the this is not
I think
fantasy.
you could fit. I think you could fit Dak in the number 9 or 10 spot.
Around there, like 9 to 12.
Yeah. No, definitely not in top 5 or top 7. I would definitely put him at the 9 or the 10 for sure.
Dak Prescott is a top.
I mean,
10
they
quarterback.
didn't have to they didn't have to draft CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
That only makes their team better. They didn't want the Eagles taking CeeDee Lamb, but they already have a sick receiving core. To get CeeDee Lamb just makes that offense so much more juice. It gives them another weapon.
Thank you, David, for joining. We're gonna have someone else now.
Of course.
Questions.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
bro.
you,
Yeah,
David, for
thank
joining.
you.
Thank you. We hope to see you next time. That was great.
Great segment.
Our next guest should be joining us very shortly. Is this mic sounding better?
Yeah, that's perfect. Should we go over the Jokic question? Going up just off the-
Yes, we will go over that. Who is more important to the Denver Nuggets, Jokic or Murray? Justin?
I'll tell you right now. Looking at the scrimmage game too, I'm saying Jamal Murray because look how many turnovers they had. That was a real game. 23 turnovers would have you winning, and you were playing the Who were they playing? The Magic? I still don't think. They could win off that. In my opinion.
Yeah, Jokic is very good.
He's a great passing the ball and all that. But I personally would take Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Jokic's brain's not clearly working that great because he just had to take a public plane to
Why don't you tell them your story?
Serbia.
Why don't you
Then he
tell
got
them your story?
that's how the COVID virus started in him. COVID with an I, actually, guys. There's not an I in team, but there's an I in COVID. So we have our next guest joining us right now, and we are going to talk about somebody who's a little crazy. Here we go. Hello, Risha.
No.
What's good? It's good. Thank you for having me.
Do that with my Portland.
Yo, wait, before we start anything, who was the past guest we had? His name was David, I think.
Yeah, David.
Bro, why was he talking disrespect about Saquon?
Because he got hurt.
Not even a top 5 fantasy player.
You could argue top 5 in there, but I would take him over top 5, in my opinion.
He's 100% top 5.
It could be debatable,
100%.
but I would take him.
Nah, it's not debatable.
I would
It's
take
not
him.
debatable.
It's not, in my opinion. And how's the Los Angeles Scrubs? How are they?
Scrub. Here we go.
Okay, let's get to
Nah,
questions.
let's talk about the question.
Antonio Brown tweeted a couple days, either yesterday or a couple days ago, saying that he's walking away from the NFL. What are your thoughts, Justin?
AB's keep going back and forth. Oh, I'm retiring. Oh, I'm not. He's not been on a team. I'm expecting this to happen. He was good 2 years ago and he went. Well, that's my opinion.
I mean, I think the game retired AB. Like,
Yeah, that's another.
he had no team offers whatsoever.
I didn't like.
He didn't want the money they were giving him, so yeah.
It's too much of a girl with the money. I swear.
Yeah, he's ruined his career. Matt, any thoughts? Okay, so let's talk about Antonio Brown again. When he was signed to the Raiders, first of all, there were rumors that he was traded to the Bills. He was really mad about that. I think I wouldn't have been as mad as he was because everyone was like, ew, the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills.
They were pretty good last year, and imagine if they had Antonio Brown and Stephon
2
Diggs.
years ago, no, they wouldn't have got Stephon Diggs if they had Antonio Brown. I guarantee it.
You don't know that if we're just assuming.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think they had AB. That Stephon Diggs won't be there.
Because they already had a receiver. Why would they fill another spot? And John Brown's nice. I like John Brown.
Matt, thoughts?
Bro, he's MIA.
I am not MIA. I'm here. AB is trash. AB is a loudmouth. AB deserves to be out of the NFL. He ran himself out of the NFL. The NFL
Just like
did
how
not
you
run
ran
himself
yourself
out.
out this podcast.
What did you say?
That's how you ran yourself out this podcast for 5 minutes.
Yeah, very funny. Very funny.
If you guys didn't know, Matt is using the telephone. He's calling in via.
Oh, of course.
He's calling in tonight. Matt is calling in. He's calling
Yes,
in.
I'm not on my computer tonight.
What were you saying, Matt? I'm sorry. I had to interrupt you.
AB ran himself out of the NFL. The NFL did not run him out. He's a great talent, but he ran himself out of the NFL.
What do you think, Jacob? You said
We
right.
said. It's,
All right,
I
next
think. Next question. Who do you think is going to win the NFC East this year? Let's start with you, Matt.
Who's going to win the NFC East?
Yeah.
It's going to be the Eagles, in my opinion. That's
Facts.
just my honest
You know
opinion.
what? Explain.
I agree.
You want me to explain? All right, I'll explain it for you. The
Elaborate.
Eagles beat the Cowboys in a decisive game last year that won them the division. I believe the Eagles, with healthy wide receivers and a still good defense, could do that again. The Cowboys under Mike McCarthy are going to have a difficult season this season. They're going to have to learn a new offense. And I think the Cowboys, they'll be okay. They'll probably be in contention for the NFC's crown, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Rishi, any thoughts?
Like what Matt said, they were not even healthy and they still beat the Cowboys easily. I mean, not easily, but it was like they beat them. Now they're healthy with Darius Slay, and that's the corner. They have a great chance.
Okay.
I fully disagree with both of you. The Dallas Cowboys will
shut up.
win the division.
Shut up.
Well
Because
said. This is why.
You upgraded the defense tremendously, but you lost a cornerback.
Yeah, what did you do to the defense for the Cowboys?
You got
Nothing.
McCoy.
You added haha
McCoy.
McCoy.
Okay, so who's better,
And-
Darius Slay or Hall?
Gerald.
And what about the offense? What about the offense, Matthew? What did the Cowboys get?
What about them?
They got CeeDee Lamb. What did the Eagles get?
Well, I'm not saying they had like the Ruggs guy from the draft or whatever, but I'm not
The
saying
Rugg-
the Cowboys offense.
And who has the best line in the league?
The offense isn't the problem, though. That's not the problem. You don't understand the defense.
What's the problem with them?
The
And
problem.
How many playoff games did Carson Wentz win? Or
He has been injured whenever they've been to the Super Bowl.
how do you know he won't get injured again?
I'm not saying he can't be injured again. I'm betting on his health being well.
Carson Wentz is a regular season quarterback.
He
Dak
got
Prescott
attacked.
can't win any game.
So let me explain.
He got
Nick just said
targeted
this
by
very well.
Jadeveon Clowney,
The
though.
Cowboys have a better. Nick is right here. The Cowboys have a much better
They,
team now.
they had a better team last
Upgraded
year and
the
they still
defense. They upgraded the defense. They got the offense. They got Coach McCarthy.
Did that help too?
Big man McCarthy. He's very, very good. Very good coach.
Big man McCarthy.
He coached. Beefcake McCarthy. He coached. What? Nothing wrong with that.
What do you think of your Giants? What do you think their record would be?
I think
Uh,
6-6.
that's not the question here, though. That's not the
The
question.
question is: are the Cowboys going to win the NFC East? The answer is
No.
yes.
The answer is no.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking to you. This is why.
Read the list.
This is why. Okay? Because. Actually, Matt, you know what happens?
Could you stop?
Okay, I'm going to focus. Okay. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got a new coach. Jason Garrett is gone. He's on the Giants now. So
He's a great offensive coordinator.
the parasite is now on the Giants. The
I will
parasite.
gladly take him. He's a great coordinator.
So I'm not really worried about Dallas. I think Dallas can win. The Eagles are. Carson Wentz has a lot to prove because the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts. So I think there's a lot to prove there.
Okay.
Because if Carson Wentz doesn't, if he falls off the cliff a little, they will put in Jalen Hurts. So I think there was there for a reason to help Jalen Hurts a little. Because Jalen Hurts is going to be ready for that spot if Carson Wentz can't do it. So I think it's going to be very
Wait,
interesting.
so what do you
season.
think the Cowboys' record is going to be this year?
I think they're going to go 10-6.
Can't disagree with that.
Okay.
Because I know
I think
most
they're gonna
people
go like
say
8 and
8.
9 and 7.
That's what everyone says. 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. They're not an average team. They're a Super Bowl
play
contender. They're a Super
Their
Bowl
team is great,
contender.
but
They
play
are.
average.
It's
never
not
do it,
debatable.
I'm saying they're going to lose in the wild
But they
card.
play average.
My opinion, they're losing in wild card.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are a Super Bowl team. If they were in the Super Bowl, you wouldn't say, "Oh, they shouldn't have made it."
They
What?
were a Super Bowl team last year, and they
They
didn't
were,
make
and the year
playoffs.
before they were too. What?
When did they make it? They're not winning Super Bowl. They won the division.
I think things can. Who knows? There's a lot of variables that can happen.
All right, next question.
Okay, so, is there anything in the chat we could say? Let's see.
What jersey are you on?
Oh yeah, I got the Houston Travis Scott jersey,
Actually, looks good.
limited. You know,
And I
got it from a
see
friend of mine.
LeBron, Kobe, and
Nick says
Yeah,
the Cowboys
right.
have an way easier schedule. By the way, even if they don't get wins against the Eagles, that is true. He says they'll go 11-5 or 10-6, depending on the games against the Eagles. I'm
I
curious
think
to
they're
see
gonna have
what's
this almost the same exact record, but it's gonna go by the head-to-head record, and that's gonna go to the Eagles, in my opinion.
They could go 10-6 or 8-8 from there. It depends on the Eagles games.
It's going to be very interesting to see. So let me again once just remind everyone that a few hours after the show, this will be available on wherever you get your podcasts. It will be available, and also you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Second Take 2. And this Monday, join us for the Second Take NBA Watch Along. The link to sign up is in the video description on YouTube. I recommend you join us. There's a game you can vote for which game we're going to see in the Zoom. There's a link you could sign up. We'll have the watch along in the Zoom. It's going to be very nice, very fun. We'll all be there. We'll be debating. We'll be talking. We'll have popcorn together. It will be nice.
All right.
It will be nice. So, is the next guest waiting?
No, we have 2 more questions I got.
We do.
Yeah. Oh no, that's later. That's later. Okay, we'll see you later.
All right, see you guys.
See you, bro.
Thank you for joining us. See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So while we're waiting for our next guest, we'll talk about some more news. Do the Magic and Wizards and Nets have a chance in the playoffs this year? What do you think, Justin?
I wish they had a chance, but they're all banged up with injuries and so forth. So I give them losing the first round in a game or two.
Yeah, I think the Nets are tough. They're a little tough team. You could actually find some teams next week on the NBA schedule episode. We'll have those teams for you. I can actually reveal those teams right now. I'll let you know what we will be
For the
looking
NBA
at
schedule video,
for the NBA schedule video next week.
tell them the teams.
The Washington Wizards, the LA Clippers, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Phoenix Suns. Justin's clearly a big Portland fan, so am I. If you didn't know,
Wait, was I
tell.
muted that whole time?
No,
Yeah,
you were here the whole time, man.
Yeah, you were.
I was. Damn
Yeah.
it.
It's fine.
Oh, I
You're-
thought it was unmuted.
What do you think about the Nets Wizards Magic? Around the Suns.
They're gonna
Kings.
be screwed.
I just
Plain
like
simple.
losing the first round, maybe 5, take them in 5.
They'll be screwed either way.
And do you think the Wizards will catch them or no?
No, not at all.
They looked today was painful.
They looked abysmal,
Painful.
to put it politely.
How the Nets doing right now?
I don't know. I think they're doing mediocre.
Versus the Pelicans.
But you know, David and Reese, you were great guests. I couldn't comment, but I'm just doing stuff right now. My apologies.
Oh, it's fine. Don't you worry, Matthew. You're,
I'm here the rest of the show. No need to worry.
You're trying your
Okay.
best.
He's trying his best due to the
Did
circumstances.
he get here yet?
Yeah.
The guest is here, and we are going to welcome him right now.
Let's do this.
Here's
Hello.
Nick.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How
Okay.
are you, Nick?
The
So
best.
we're going to do some
The best.
baseball predictions. Who
Ooh,
is
very
your
nice.
American League MVP? I'll start with you, Nick. Oh, here you are, back in the camera. Nick, start with you. Your predictions.
I think either it kind of depends. Like for right now, I have Francesco Lindor and Alex Bregman
Francisco Lindor.
That name is banned from this.
The
From
name-
this.
because they're on the Houston Cheaters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
actually
the
on. If you
Houston
couldn't tell,
Cheaters.
my T-shirt it says actually, "Trash Town, Houston cheated, 2017 chumps." Yeah, that's that right there. So that's your American League MVP, Matt. Who's
Yeah.
yours?
I have to go with Aaron Judge is gonna have a bounce back season. He got robbed in 2017. He's winning MVP this season, no doubt.
Matthew, you're crazy. Off his injury.
No doubt. I don't care. He's having a bounce back season. Only 60 games this season. Only 60.
I
It's not a
think
full schedule this season. I predict Aaron Judge.
I'm going Mike Trout.
Mike
That's a
Trout.
good one too. I don't know though.
Always one of the best.
That's
We'll
a safe bet. So I'm gonna go with. Let me think. Aaron Judge, I think, is a
There
good
you
I don't
name.
understand why you think Aaron Judge is going to be so good.
Because
If he stays healthy, or I can actually go with a little dark horse. I can go Gleyber Torres actually this year too. He can have a really good
Jacob,
year too.
don't go two Yankees. Just go one up.
But also keep in mind,
Jacob is
the,
very
NBA
biased for the
the MVP can also be a pitcher too. Keep that in mind
That's true,
too.
but that's not gonna happen.
I don't see a pitcher.
I don't think a pitcher will get it.
Cy Young, not
Cy Young's.
that
Well,
kind of
that's
situation.
an award for the pitcher. So,
That's
of
a
course.
different story.
So let's look at the National League MVP. I'll start with this one. I think Mookie Betts is the winner this year. He signed his big contract, his 12-year, $365 million contract extension today with the Dodgers. He is clearly there to stay. And yeah, what are your thoughts, Nick?
Betts is a good pick for National League MVP, but what I think is Christian Yelich.
I was just gonna say that.
He's a good pick.
Yeah,
He's a good one too. You know, I'm going with a dark horse. I'm going with Nolan Arenado. Dark horse there. I think he could ball out this season, and then he could win it.
It's very possible.
I have a question, Jacob. What do you think about John Colasanto? How do you think he'll do this year?
Better than he has been.
Much better.
So you guys don't pay attention as much as me because I know I pay
Well, tell him about
very
your
close to
Twitter
attention.
war. Tell him about your Twitter war.
No, we don't need to
Let's brief
discuss
summary.
that.
A brief summary.
Oh,
There was a war. Okay, so so this is Giancarlo Stanton. He is. I can give you a lesson. I can give you a lesson right now in analytics right now, or I can. Or we
Speak
can
your
skip.
mind. Speak your
You
mind.
know what? Screw it. We're doing it. Lesson time.
Better lose it. Lesson time.
Lesson time.
Are you ready for this, guys? Here we go. The screen share is coming.
Jacob,
here.
just say why. I can't with this.
No, this is good. This is very good. So Giancarlo Stanton. This is important. This is very good. Okay,
What are you
so
showing, Jacob?
This is so weird.
What is he showing? What is he doing?
this is Giancarlo Stanton's stats. So when
Oh my
he's
God.
against, I can't really find it right now. I don't know why. Whatever, it's
When he's
fine.
against
I'll
what?
get rid of this.
Why do you think he's doing better, Jacob?
Okay, he does very well against the left-handed pitcher because the left-handed
Okay.
pitcher is on their left side and they pitch. He's a righty, so they pitch out and the ball's coming in on him, which is why he doesn't really strike out. But when there's a right-hander coming, he pitches down and away, like the slider, the breaking ball. So you usually can find that he's going to strike out. So I think if Giancarlo Stanton stays healthy this year, I think he's going to have a very, very, very good year. But hopefully he does stay healthy. He's a very hard worker. He's a very good player. So I can't really say that he's a bad player because he won the NL MVP in 2017.
He needs to be looser in his stance.
No, his stance
too
is fine.
wide. Too
He
wide.
just swings a lot and strikes out a lot.
Well, that's
which is
not
why
good. He needs to improve
It's not
that.
good, and when you're gonna see when he faces the right-handed pitcher, you're gonna see more strikeouts, and when the left-handed pitcher, there's less strikeouts.
Well,
If I
that's
had
not
the
a good
time and I
thing,
had
though.
that ready, my analytics lesson, if I had that pulled up, I would be able to show you the 3D graphic.
Matt, do you
But-
really want to listen to his analytics? No.
No, I don't want. I don't want to look at the stat cast. I don't want to look at.
Well,
this.
I love Statcast.
Jacob,
So
what's next?
I know you love it. I love it. I love it too. Just not now. Not now.
What's next?
yeah,
Statcast is
obviously
great,
not.
just
Not now is now's not a great time.
What's next? Bro?
Your American League Cy Young, Matt. Any thoughts?
Garrett Cole. Easy enough. He almost won it last year, but Justin Verlander took it from him. So I think he's going to get revenge this year in a shortened season, and he's going to win it. He had the most strikeouts last year. I think he's a good contender for it. If you want to go with the backup, Justin Verlander, just top two right there.
Nick, any thoughts?
I would agree with the Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole. He's the best.
The
Yeah.
best.
You can't go wrong with Garrett Cole. He's
Even
gonna
though we are trying to debate, I gotta agree with you, and Garrett Cole's clearly the winner after signing his 9-year, $324 million
Nick, how do you
contract.
think the Mets are going to do?
A Mets? Wait till we get to the National League Cy Young.
Do you think they'll win the division?
They'll be up with the Braves and Nationals.
The Mets aren't winning the division this year. I'm sorry.
Maybe a wild card, if so.
National League Cy Young. What are your thoughts about that? I'm gonna start. Jacob deGrom.
DeGrom, yeah.
You could say Max Scherzer too. I would agree with you in the debate, or you could even say Walker Buehler too. But I gotta say Jacob deGrom. Maybe we're gonna have Cy Youngs from NY, both pitchers. Even though we all know Cole's the better pitcher anyway. So, Matt, any thoughts? Okay, Justin.
I agree with DeGrom. DeGrom always has been good, and I feel like the Mets are a good team. They're not going to make it, but he's a great pitcher. My full opinion, because there's not really that many people better than him.
DeGrom is winning this year for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just my opinion.
Yeah. So, if I had that pulled up, my Giancarlo Stanton information, I'd be
Okay,
able to show
just
you.
Statcast
What's next,
again.
Jacob?
But it's not, so I'm not going to show you guys. I apologize. Oh,
It's all
George.
okay.
Oh, look at George's comment. Very funny comment, George.
What did he say?
3D graphic incoming. It wasn't coming. It kind of was.
He's ready to go off.
Von
on a
Shed, he's
rant.
pulling out the AP. He's pulling out the AP stat.
You're very into it. What's your predictions and all that?
Oh, my baseball. I have my websites. I'll be having everything on the monitor.
Tell them about your Twitter war.
Okay, shall I share the screen for that? No, you know what? No.
Just talk.
So Bregman was hit by a pitch. So I said, I'll look at my phone. I'll look and so I don't lie about what I'm saying. I don't switch up the words. I'm not lying. This is what I
Did he
said.
say like 1 for 2 or whatever?
I said, nobody cares what the count was. We want more of this. You deserve it. The Houston fans went rampant. They were pissed off. They said, "Oh, the Yankees cheated. They cheated since 2009. They looked at the video room. They did all this." That's false. False. They were all lying. They're saying they're putting the Yankees on the bus when they're supporting the Houston Astros, who use technology to win a championship. Beyond much worse.
It's quite wild.
Worse. The shirt I have is there for a reason. Once again, Trash Town. Houston
You're an
cheated.
Astros fan. You could
2017
also-
chumps.
Jacob, if we have an Astros fan, why don't they just talk with you about it? Have a one-on-one. That'd be very.
What?
That would be great.
If we did
That'd
what?
be amazing.
One-on-one, you talking to them in person. One person, an Astros fan thinking the opposite of you. That would be good. Hits.
That would be really nasty. That would not go too well.
You have to be civil.
You have to
Be
talk
civil.
like a person, but not like a crazy man. Otherwise, it'd be
Yeah.
good.
That was a good comparison, like crazy man.
Yeah, the 3D graphic model was incoming, but
All right.
clearly,
What
unfortunately, it
is
was
is that it for
not there. So later in the show, we're going to have World Series predictions. It's time. Nick, thank you for being a great guest.
Nick was a great guest. Thank you for joining.
And
Thank
we
you for
have
joining.
the best guest ever coming on soon. With that,
Nick,
That's-
sayonara.
yeah.
Thank you for being our guest. We enjoyed you a lot.
we'll watch
Thank you
more
very
later.
much.
It's on there now. Watch it.
Keep watching the YouTube. Thank you very much.
Now we have one of our best guests joining us. This person
In a
is
moment.
a huge die-hard Knicks fan.
Oh, the best. The Burr is here.
Is he here yet?
No.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have a side-off
No.
question?
What is there?
You have
a
any questions
side-off-
for anyone
you
to
have a side-off
ask?
question? Any questions in chat? Anything? No.
Let me look at chat.
I do have a question. How do you guys think the NFL season will go this season? Fans, no fans?
After 4 weeks. 4 weeks, it's not going to work.
I was
think
very
that-
disappointed to see no preseason games.
I was very They're not getting anything done, in my opinion. They're not.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
going to be a mess. It's so much harder than basketball and baseball, you can even argue. So.
The thing that's disappointing to me is that the NFL had the most time, and they seemed the least prepared.
Yeah, that's very disappointing with all that. I'm just shocked why they did all that. And I personally don't think they're going to get past 4 weeks, in my opinion.
We'll
Because
see.
of all that. What do you think, Jacob?
I think it's not gonna. I think it's gonna happen, but it's a little crazy. Honestly, I'll be honest with you.
Did you watch those scrimmage games? Those scrimmage games were good.
They were
I
good.
saw a little of it. It's nice. It's exciting to watch. Everyone, honestly, everyone would have said they're good because, of course, we haven't seen basketball in a few months, so everyone's gonna like it. Our next guest is arriving.
Oh, Matt, turn that off when you're doing the sync.
Yeah, I know.
Is he here?
I muted him. The guest is here, but I need to just show you one thing.
Just
And we're gonna keep
add the
talking
guess.
about it.
Add the guess.
One moment, please.
Get the burn here.
My promises are I need to promise things, and I feel the obligation to promise things. So here it is. Whoa! Oops.
Jacob,
not
what are you
that.
doing? This
No, I
Yeah.
had 1 minute, please. I felt the need.
Jacob, add a guess. It's so difficult.
Okay, guys, this is the model right there. Stanton, you see how his pitches, and you see this is the 2D model right here, not 3D. His strikeout percentage is 33 and a third, 1 and a third. So basically, 1 out of 3 times he strikeouts. That's pathetic. And we have his whiff percentage, 34.1.
Yeah.
2019. We need to look at 2018
I have
actually.
a question. When was he on like a full winning team besides the Yankees? So I don't
He was
know.
never. He was on the Marlins. That sucked. I don't know if they were. I'm sure one of those years they had a winning year, but
But he's not known for winning, we could say.
yeah, he wants to win.
So
That's
I-
really it for today for that my little 2D
All
model.
right,
Next time
now have our special
Next
guest,
time,
the
the
huge
special-
Knicks fan.
the
here he
huge
is.
Nick fan. Here he is. Welcome.
What's up, Jared?
Hello,
Hello,
Jared. How are
what's
you
up?
feeling?
How you feeling? Good.
Feeling pretty good. I'm pretty good.
That's good.
I'm relaxing.
Great to hear.
Let's talk
Now-
about this.
How was that mini scrimmage games? You watched some? You liked it?
Yeah, I just watched Nets Pelicans. I caught
What's
a
the
few
score?
minutes of Pels are crushing.
Oh,
You
Is
can
Lonzo
see- I actually have it
doing
on right now. Let's see.
is Lonzo doing good or no?
93-64 Pelicans are up. Lonzo's doing pretty good.
Well, you know what percentages they're shooting? I'm gonna look at that.
Nets are like horrible from 3.
All right. Jacob, let's get into it.
Okay. One thing I just wanted to address Rishi's comment. Who's the best player in the MLB? That's Mike Trout. Just wanted to address that quickly. Let's get into it. Forward Justice Winslow's debut with the Memphis Grizzlies will be delayed until next season. How will the Memphis Grizzlies be affected by this? What do you think, Jared?
It's not really a huge loss because he's not very efficient and he's not averaging that many points. The only thing is they're starting a small forward. That's been a weakness for them all year, but now it's just an even bigger weakness because now they have to start Kyle Anderson instead of Justice Winslow, and he's a much worse player. So
Who's gonna be coming off
that'll
the
hurt him a
bench?
little bit.
Who's gonna be coming off their bench? That's another downfall.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
think they're getting
too.
AC. I don't think they're getting AC personally without Justice Winslow. He's a
Still in
great
Portland.
piece for their roster.
I'll tell you this right now, Justin. If the Pelicans don't come back, then Portland's getting a seed.
I think Portland's getting back. Portland's 100%. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And my other opinion is when you have Dame, CJ Mello, Zach Collins, Whiteside, Little, Trent.
Did you just say Whiteside?
Yeah.
Whiteside.
Derek Collins. But I think they only have Dodge, Joe Jackson. They're all right, but they don't have full. You know what I mean?
You know, but Jaren Jackson would start, so they don't have any.
And Dylan Brooks they have, but they don't have like a complete five now.
They don't have a good bench, basically.
Benches.
Like you said. And I agree with you on that.
Their bench is not great. Very subpar.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
subpar, clearly. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're in big trouble. I got to tell you, they're in big trouble. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing too funny about that. They're just in trouble. They're a young team, very young team.
Jacob, I got actually sorry to interrupt you. I got a text from George and Rishi. They want to be like Rishi wants to be on when George is on, like in the camera or something. I don't know. That's your decision.
They want to be on together?
I think so or something. I don't know.
Sure,
Hold
that's
on.
fine, not a problem.
Why not? You guys could be on for their segment.
They
Happy
could both join at the same time.
to hear. All right.
Not a problem.
What were you saying, Jared? Though I don't think.
Yeah, Jared,
Oh, the
to finish
Grizzlies
it.
don't have a deep bench, so I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. So,
That's fine.
and like I don't know who's backing up Jaren Jackson or Kyle Anderson. Like so, I don't know.
You ready to talk about your Knicks? Knicks are
Guys, time to take a deep breath.
a great show so far,
All
Jared.
right, What?
Who do you think is going to be the next coach for the New York Knicks? Start with you, Jared.
it's either gonna be Tom Thibodeau or who else? Oh, Kenny Atkinson. Really one of those two guys.
I think 100%. I have to agree with
Kenny
you.
Atkinson.
I think
Yeah,
they'll
it's gonna be
leave
Kenny.
Woodson, but I prefer Thibodeau or Woodson. In my opinion,
No,
100%,
no,
100%.
no.
I prefer Woodson, Matthew.
I want them to bring back Mike Miller as an assistant.
Like, I don't think he would want to.
As an assistant coach, it's not bad.
Personally, I don't think he would want that job. What are they thinking off the point guards if they don't get LaMelo? What are you thinking, Cole Anthony, all that?
In terms of who they're gonna keep, or like,
I think it
Just
depends on
all
that pick. It depends on which pick
and
they
if they
get.
get LaMelo Ball, I'll tell you one thing: either Alfred Payton, Dennis Smith, or Frank Ntilikina, one of them is gonna be off the team because there's no way you could have 4-point guards.
I can't see 4-point guards. Ntilikina's good and all, but I don't mind. Who do you think's going to win? This is getting a little off topic, but for this NBA championship, who's your favorite? A little off topic.
Clippers.
I agree with you, actually. I agree with you with the Clippers.
The Lakers are lacking a lot of people. Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo. What's their point guard?
I don't know. It depends
Right.
on because Patrick Beverly and Montrez they had to leave, so I think we'll have.
I
to
think
see
Harold's
what
coming back, but I think Harold's gonna come back.
Yeah, Harold and Brad are coming back, but it's a little risky though.
Yeah, we know one thing that the
This is
Lakers
gonna be a
won't win
really hot
because they're
take. What am I
scrubs.
saying right now?
What?
Well, then
you-
Jacob, who's gonna win? The Blazers.
Well, we know not the Lakers because they're scrubs.
No, I don't think the Lakers are going to the finals. I think
No, Portland will beat them first round anyway.
I'm hoping. That's
I
good.
disagree.
If not, Zion will. So
You
we're
want to
not
talk
worried.
about that, Jared?
Zion's not even in the bubble anymore.
He'll be back. He'll be back
He's back
no
next
matter
week.
what. He'll be back.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
be back.
Jared, you want to talk about
Nets
that
fell
why
to
in
December.
Portland? Should we go off that tangent?
Hmm?
You want to go off the tangent of why I think Portland?
Go ahead.
If you want to save it for next week, we
We'll
could.
see you for next week on the show. Jared, you might be there again. We can go over the NBA schedule.
Alright.
More about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
What was I going to say? What were you saying? NBA champion. Who do you think? Jacob.
I think I think the Clippers will win. I think they're a very good team. We know the Lakers won't win because they're scrubs. So
Could you ask why will win? Why will the Clippers win?
Well, the Clippers win because they have Kawhi, they have Paul George. I also could see the Bucks winning too. I see they have a very good chance of
Oh
winning
yeah,
too.
Bucks has a good chance.
Because
too.
the Bucks, you have Giannis who can clearly carry that whole team. So
No, not true.
Mm,
can't
that
he
carry
works.
could
the
do
whole
it.
team.
He could do it.
I think
He
the only
could do
team
it.
like the Celtics, maybe Raptors, the top 4 teams could definitely hold
It's
them.
gonna be either it's one of these 4 teams are gonna win: Clippers, Raptors, Bucks, or Celtics.
You don't think the
Houston,
Lakers?
Houston has a chance too. I
Okay,
think.
Lakers too. Lakers
It's
too.
small, but
Fine.
Houston can win. Houston has a small chance.
And
of
honestly, I
making
have another team that would be a kind of hot take
it.
to
If they
win.
play well.
Another team that might win.
Yeah.
Like if they they might win. Denver Nuggets. Did you see their starting lineup today? If they use that starting lineup, they're gonna be.
How many
really good.
turnovers did they have today?
A lot. Too many.
23. You have to put
Alright, well-
Jamal Murray in there. You have Barry Harris coming back. Will Barton, MP
No,
Jackson.
but if you start Bull, and Jokic, that's pretty fire.
I would put him at the 4 and 5, 100%.
And then Millsap small forward. That would be pretty good.
I want to put Millsap.
Jokic point guard.
I would put. This is my starting for them: Jamal, then Gary Harris, then Will Barton, then Bull, then Jokic. That's what I would run.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how good that is.
So Millsap off the bench.
Yeah, I don't. Millsap was. I
Oh.
think because he's better off the bench, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. He's kind of old, so I mean,
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good place
There's
for him.
an issue with that too. Do you think the small ball is going to work, Jared, if they make it, Houston? What Jacob was saying.
No.
The small ball's not going to work.
I don't know who because they don't have a center. So how is PJ Tucker expected to go up against Rudy Gobert or Hassan Whiteside or JaVale McGee or
Dwight.
Dwight Howard, Porzingis? The list goes on. Jokic, I'm missing some. Montrezl Harrell, if he comes back, he's worse than all of them.
Their offense will be great, but that's pretty much it. I don't think their
they'll be
defense
good
will be good at all.
The center matchup is gonna fuck them over.
Mm-hmm.
Because they won't. I don't know who. I don't know how they're scoring in the paint. If the 3 games off, I don't know how they're scoring in the paint against all those contenders that I just
They're
mentioned.
going to be shooting so many threes. I don't think it's going to work because threes. How many times did it really go in?
I mean, it's not like it can't work.
It's not
I
gonna
don't
work.
think it will work.
Russ can't shoot threes. I don't.
I
care.
mean, they lost to the
Russ can't
Knicks.
shoot threes.
The Rockets lost to the Knicks and the Hornets. I don't see them doing
That's
good.
another. But that was
So-
5 months ago. A long time ago.
So who cares? Still
That,
happened.
they're not. They forgot that. They forgot all about it.
You can't just forget it. It
I could
happened.
just forget it. Those are 2 embarrassing losses.
I'm just saying in general. No offense, but the Knicks got. The Knicks got.
bro.
The Knicks are the Knicks. The Knicks are going to do
Nah,
Knick
nah.
things.
I can't with your Knicks.
Not
Let's
lucky.
hear it. Let's hear your take on that.
It was good D. It was good D.
It was good D.
Defense.
Last possession, Frank Ntilikina and Russell Westbrook. They
Don't hate on the King. I can hate on LeBron James.
What?
The Clippers. I like the Clippers personally. Kawhi Leonard.
I like the Bucks and the Clippers in the
You're
finals.
welcome.
No problem. Nick.
They want to be honest. They want to do that.
Right? What does that mean?
No idea. I think they want to argue with us. We'll see that.
Very
later.
wild. Okay.
Who
Well,
wants to argue?
Papadopoulos.
Quite wild.
What was I gonna say, Jared? Yeah, you got to admit the Knicks were kind of lucky.
no, I can't admit that. Defense is defense. Wins a win.
And just
Frank
going
Ntilikina
off,
clamped up on Russell Westbrook in that last possession.
I'll admit that. Yes. Just going off this, who do you
The
think?
if anybody that got lucky playing them this year, it was the Hornets and the Kings. Hornets because Russell Westbrook was injured, and the Kings because Nemanja Bjelica hit that insane shot from half court.
I agree.
Yeah.
Those 2 teams got lucky.
Just
The
like
Knicks did
this.
not get lucky. They did
Jared,
play
just
well.
end this all in one summary. I'm just gonna ask you one question. AC, who you got?
Who?
You got-
What are the choices?
The Kings, the Suns, Pelicans, Portland, Spurs, Grizzlies. Who's
Off the 8 seed. Definitely not the Spurs and definitely not the Suns.
I think they should.
Probably. It'll be Pelicans if Zion comes back. If not, it'll be Trailblazers.
All right. Good talking to you, Jared. Maybe you can be on next week for the schedule.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you
Yeah,
next
of
week.
course,
Thank you
guys.
very
Let me
much.
know.
Thank you,
One of the
Jared.
best. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
all
you.
right.
Once
Peace,
again.
guys.
Peace,
Thanks for having
brother.
me.
Bye. That was great.
We're in segment 6.
We are on segment 6 right now. We are waiting for that.
Reach me if you hear me. Come back on.
He'll be back on. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, if I had my 3D graphic ready, I'd be able to show you.
Any more comments? Or are we good?
We're good, but should I show everyone how to sign up for the Zoom or no? Not now.
You could promote it, but not.
Literally in the YouTube, all you need to do is this. I'm going to show everyone very quickly before we wait for their guest. It's going to be very simple. all you need to do this is, guys, simply
We have 12 likes.
you go to. It's good. You're gonna go to our
Quite
video.
wild.
Scroll down. You are going to go to this link. You are invited to Second Take. You are going to click the link,
All right, he's in, bro. So
and then you will sign up, just like that. It's very simple. You can vote for your teams. We have our next guest.
yeah, we'll
here
vote
to-
for matchup. I prefer Portland's matchup when Dame hit
Yeah,
that unless
in
it's
the
a
yeah,
puzzle.
in the I put a few options and I put other two, so you can always ask us for another game.
Matt, I can't
watch a
wait to
game.
talk about the Thunder for the NBA schedule. That's gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
go
big.
off.
be Roberson's back. I forgot to tell you.
Huh?
Roberson's back. Did I tell you that?
Good. Finally.
You didn't know that? He's gonna be back for the bubble.
After like 2 seasons.
Finally, yeah. I remember Melo was on the team and he got hurt versus Detroit. That game.
Mm,
That was tough.
that's when the season fell off. That's when the season fell off.
100%. I agree with you on that. with injuries.
So we just went over the 1 hour mark, which is very good.
Oh,
I reached
this,
you, bro.
this has been great. This has been great.
Good
Very
stuff.
good. We have our next guest here. Rishi is joining us back.
He's back.
What's good?
You're
I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it, Jacob.
Once again, you can follow us on The Second Take on Instagram and Twitter at The Second Take 2.
Thank you, Jacob.
Who will have a better season this year, the Dallas Cowboys or the Tampa Bay,
Oh my
Bay
God.
Buccaneers? Okay, well, I'm going to start. Okay,
Oh, wow.
This is-
here we
this
go.
is
Here we
sad.
go.
better means success. So,
What else would it be?
if Tom Brady makes it to the Super Bowl, but Dallas is really close, it doesn't mean they did better.
That's not true. How's that not
How
true?
does that?
That is not
It sounds
true.
weird.
Okay,
But it's not all about the record, and it's about the performance. If Dak Prescott and the offense really clicks and the defense plays well, I'm gonna be really happy. And it's not gonna make a difference if they win this year because I know they're gonna have next year to win because they're gonna tag Dak again.
Jacob, can
So-
you tell me Dallas is winning the Super Bowl in the next 2 years?
I think there's a possible chance. I don't think it's unrealistic.
Jacob, how many years have you been saying this?
A couple.
So Jacob, let me ask you a question. Let's say the Bucks make the Super Bowl, but the Cowboys make the wild card round. By your logic, that means the Cowboys.
Yeah,
No,
Ricky,
no,
wait.
no, no,
No,
no,
what
no.
the-
Yeah, wait, hold on.
No,
You
no,
said
no.
if the
Wait,
Cowboys
wait,
don't
one
make the
more
Super
time.
Bowl. Wait, hold on. What?
Just talk. You talk.
All right, so you're saying if the Cowboys don't make the Super Bowl, but if the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl, the Cowboys had a better season.
No,
That's what you're saying.
no. I'm saying that if to think about
What
it
are you
differently,
saying, Jacob?
it's not just the
Wait,
record that depends because maybe Dak could be injured a game or someone gets injured.
We're not talking about the record. We're talking about playoffs.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Well, then
playoff
the
success.
question
To
should
me, it
be,
sounds like
Who will
excuses.
achieve better success?
Okay, that's better. Then.
And I'll answer that. The answer is, unfortunately, Tampa Bay.
Because when you have Tom Brady,
And this is why I'm saying this, because there's too much unknown with Dallas. You have a new coach. You have sort of a new coaches. Actually, you have a new head coach. You have a couple of new coaches. So you don't really know how that's going to go. Tampa Bay, you have really the same coaches. You just added more pieces to the puzzle. So that's why I think Tampa
So
Bay
what?
will achieve more success.
you don't know how Gronk and Brady will be, but
It's
They'll be
likely that
great.
it's
They'll be the
likely
best.
it's more of a I can more be positive of that the Tampa Bay will be better. They'll click better than Dallas. But that's not saying Dallas won't win and they won't do well. I just think there's too much now looking at the season. I don't think there's too much unknown to say Dallas will be like 16-0, 13-3. That's my point.
Richie, we talked about this with you before the NFC East and all that, and you said they're not even going to make the playoffs. So you're like, what's that record of not making the playoffs? You think?
I didn't say they're not making the playoffs. I said they're not going to win the division.
So then
I
what do
think
you
the
think
record
of
will be 8-8, 9-7, around that. They could make the playoffs at the 7th or 6th seed.
I can name 3 teams better right now. Ready?
Then-
Seattle, Packers, Tampa Saints.
Okay, that's 4, right?
Yeah, that's 7 teams make it, but there's 3 wild cards left.
Even there's 3 wild card slots
Right.
this year, so I don't really.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a wild card spot.
I don't think they'll.
Or not.
I don't think they'll be. Personally,
So
it's
you're
what the division will be in for the NFC.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like a borderline playoff team.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I'm
9-7 or 8-8 clinches this year a wild card spot because last year you had to be at least like probably 10-6, maybe if you're lucky 9-7. This year it seems like a 9-7 spot could get in pretty easily.
And there's 7 teams, so it gives more room for maybe even my Jets to make it.
Nah, that's
I'm
No.
hoping. I'm hoping if we beat the
No way.
I'm hoping.
Hell
think the
no.
Giants are gonna
Not
make it.
even.
I
Not
think
even a 10%
I think we'll get more
chance.
wins than the Giants, but it's a different story.
You gotta say
Yeah.
that.
Is there anything else that anyone needs to say this, or should we move on?
Comments? Do we have anything, or we can move on to the next question?
Some good comments.
Any comments?
The Cowboys, I'm back for a moment.
Hello,
Oh,
Ian.
Ian, how are you?
I think in the next 5 years, Jacob is very confusing. I'm not.
Very-
They will get the 4th seed.
4 seed. I don't know about 4 seed.
Okay.
4 seeds.
I mean, if they win the division, they're
yeah, then that's
a
4
4th seed, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And guys, just let you know, later in the show, we have the World Series predictions coming up.
Oh,
later
that.
in the
With
show
George.
With George. Who is? Oh, welcome back, Matt. Who is your
Hello.
sleeper team?
Oh, it's good. It's good. man.
Fresh cut.
Who is your sleeper team in the NFL this year? We'll start with you, Matt, because you're back.
Sleeper team. Sleeper team. I have to go with. Do the Bucks count as a sleeper, or are they like a
No,
guarantee?
no, they're not a sleeper.
I have to go with the Raiders. I like the Raiders this year.
Oh, okay.
I think Derek Carr has a bounce back season. You have Henry Ruggs now. I think the offense is going to be great, and the defense showed potential last season. I think they're going to be very good this season.
It's a good pick.
My opinion. I'm gonna go. The
Don't
Colts.
you dare say the Jets. Oh, yeah.
Colts, I like that
Yeah,
pick. Phil
that's a
Rivers
good
coming
pick.
in this year.
They can maybe find for wild card, maybe even win the division. We don't know how the Titans will do. We got Philip Rivers. We're gonna have a healthy T.Y. Hilton. Your line is great. Your secondary is all right. So I feel that's perfect. Philip Rivers has a lot to prove. He's a little old, but he has a lot to prove, which I'm very excited. And one of my favorite linemen on the team, Quentin Nelson.
Oh, you.
Oh boy.
My sleeper team is the Broncos. They have a good chance this year.
Yeah, I was thinking
They
that
have a
too,
good
the
chance
Broncos.
to contend with the Chiefs, in my opinion.
They have a great.
I'm not saying
If
they're gonna beat
Drew
the
Lock,
Chiefs.
if Drew Lock takes good steps this season, I see them being a good team this season.
Exactly. Yeah.
Playoff, Rishi?
Yeah, I see them in the playoffs for sure.
Who do you think the 3 teams are going to be?
What do you say again?
3 teams in the wild card.
Who are the teams in the wild card? You got Broncos, I think.
Okay.
Wait, let me check the conference real quick.
Texans, Colts.
Yeah.
So while he's
Colts.
doing that,
Wait, hold on.
Which is the one?
keep going.
Colts could make it, but I think they can win the division, not as a wild card.
Then Titans, you think, or Texans will get?
Yeah, I think the Titans or Colts. One of them, both of them are gonna make it, but one of them are gonna be a wild.
Browns, do you think anything or no?
No, they're not doing anything.
Rishi's frozen.
He froze,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna let you know who.
Oh, Rishi, do you think the Browns will do anything? Or the Steelers or no?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Do you think the Browns or Steelers will do anything, Jacob?
Hello?
Oh, Rishi.
I don't-
Rishi,
I don't
there
think
you
so.
are. Do you think the Browns or Steelers will do anything or no?
I still have my sleeper team.
Yes, the Browns are making the playoff. That was my last team.
Okay.
I don't
My
know.
They're
sleeper
gonna
team
make
is
them a bounce back year.
yeah.
I don't think that.
We'll see.
So my sleeper team is the Chicago Bears.
I don't know about that.
They've been great every year without a quarterback.
Because if Mitch can figure himself out, he's a lot to prove. Just don't forget he's going to be a free agent after this year. So
They're not,
I
they're not
agree
winning
with
the
that,
division. They're not winning the
I don't
division.
know about
they
that.
have a great defense. You can't argue that.
We're not arguing that. I'm arguing that the quarterback situation is very.
You could argue the running back.
It's very. It's not good. It's not good.
And they're all the running back receiver. I'm not even that thrilled. Allen Robinson, it's all right, but who's your second? Who's your second receiver? Jacob.
Not really anyone.
Anthony
notable.
Miller.
Eh,
Jimmy
maybe.
Graham on the team?
He is actually. Yes.
Jimmy Graham did nothing with the Packers.
No.
He was,
Yeah,
Seahawks.
He was on a 3-year 21 with the
Packers,
Packers. He
actually.
did nothing.
He was on
Did
both.
nothing.
and he had Rodgers. Do you think he's gonna be better than Mitch? No.
The only thing I'll give him credit for is he had the
You mean
clutch
Jake?
catch in the playoffs that won them the game.
I could see the Steelers maybe. I could see the Steelers.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, Steelers. I
OBJ.
forgot about that.
OBJ's not a top 5 receiver, Gronk. That's my opinion.
He's not
yeah.
not right now at least. Not
Talent
right
wise, he is, but
Not
Talent wise, he is not.
We talked last week.
performance-wise.
I thought OBJ and Jarvis were gonna be great. Now they got Hooper, so you never know.
Listen, I don't know.
it could be
Baker's
great
been
this
playing
year.
like
Though.
trash.
It
so I
takes
don't know.
time.
It takes time, yeah, and they have a good secondary. And
I mean, they revamped the whole front office, and now they have a new head coach. So it's to be determined how they're going to do this year.
Miles Garrett's back, yeah.
Oh, we have a comment. Knicks is Tyler Gabriel.
Maybe he's a deep threat.
He's like Anthony Miller level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And
so-
next, Tariq Cohen. Like, I can't
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Dave Montgomery and the Drake one, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, they don't have too much going on over there. So, thank you, Rishi, for joining us.
Now we'll get
Thank you.
George.
And now we'll get George.
Um,
You're gonna want to watch. We have some big
You
stuff.
want
Rishi, you could join us for the last segment of the show.
Last
You and
segment.
George
You
can
do
join us.
baseball, and then after we'll get you
I
back.
bet.
So we can either I can remove you from this, or you can just come back on after. Your choice.
Whatever you
I'll
want.
come back on.
I think so.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Let's see where George is.
Um,
Do you have another question or comments? Anything?
No, not really.
Do you have any
not really.
comment?
Not really.
No comments in the chat.
Uh-oh.
What?
Here
he is.
How are you?
Oh, look what we have here too. Look.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, finally.
Jordan.
But he'll be on after. He'll be on after. He'll be on after. Let's see. Look. Oh,
Oh, he's gone again.
guys, watch this. Look.
George, you're muted.
Huh.
George, you're muted.
George, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Take out your head. I don't even know where he is.
Now he's muted.
Quite wild.
I don't even know where he
Would
is.
you like
What was that?
He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Oh, where is he?
Where is he, bro? All right. We'll just get started with the question, I guess.
No, he'll.
All right.
Or
We can wait 1 second. Let me just do this. Okay. So this episode's been great so far. We have a couple more questions left, and just don't forget, after this will be on the podcast. You can find this on podcasts and
Wherever
get
you watch your
podcasts.
podcast, it will be available.
and look
Yeah.
at Car Racer 67890. That's a big
Yeah,
shout out.
look at that channel. We will be live probably next week again. I think we'll do this again. This
This
was
is
very
great.
successful.
I love
This
this.
is great.
Great.
We'll have the guests joining us. It's
We have to
Also,
talk about
I,
that.
I will be more available next week. I
Yeah.
apologize for the interruption.
It's okay. Don't you worry.
Not a
It's all
problem.
good.
Thank God you're here now. Everything's good.
Yeah, it's all
And-
good. All good.
If you're listening on podcasts, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the podcast so far. And
And I'm happy we have a biased Cowboy fan here as well.
Oh, quite wild.
hopefully we will see everyone next week for the watch along on Monday.
All right.
Okay, here he is.
Here he is.
Okay. Well, turn off the YouTube. Turn off the YouTube.
All right. Yeah.
Here he is.
Here
There he
he
is.
is.
I was
Let's do it.
way too long. You got me an hour and a half. You got me in the last
Oh,
segment of the day.
You said 9 o'clock, so it's kind of.
I wasn't
Oh,
putting
it's
any
already
NFL
9:18.
discussions. I kinda-
You have 2 segments in a row. Relax.
it's all good.
And
No
Justin, you
worries.
can't be wearing that jersey around here, bro.
They're gonna destroy the Celtics when they play. Portland, stay up.
First of all, I want to mention something real quick, Camper, before you move on. Jacob, okay? Justin, you said Jamal Murray's more important to the Nuggets than Jokic?
Yes.
Nah, about that.
Yes.
Justin.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, hold on. Who has made an All NBA team? Tell me.
Who's their point? Who's gonna be their point guard?
Murray.
Jokic.
No, with no
Jokic
Murray.
can be their
point guard. Erase Murray. Who's their point guard?
Jokic. Jokic just
What
throwing
is
a
your-
point guard.
How much
Why
would you
does
leave
point guard have to be most important?
I'm going off of most valuable for the team right now. If you get rid of one of them, who's it gonna be?
Jokic is a point forward. He's a point forward.
Jokic had so many turnovers today. It was unbelievable.
It's a scrimmage. Doesn't matter.
When he's in the game, how much will he have there?
Justin, you can't compare a scrimmage game to an actual
Yeah,
game.
you can't.
I'm just basing off of it. 23 turnovers isn't good. Without
Yeah, but I don't know if that's fair though. I don't think that's
any game,
fair.
23 turnovers isn't good. 25. I mean.
Justin, it's not fair to compare. Look at Bull. You're
You're
gonna
playing
say,
the
okay,
Wizards. They towing
they're toying with Rishi.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Terrific stream. Thank you, Nick. Much appreciated.
So let's do some predictions right now. Before we
Talk
have 2 more
about
comments.
baseball now, George.
George, Rishi
Yeah,
says,
it's
"Get him,
about
George."
Get him.
Justin is done for. Okay.
I am not done for.
Rishi,
He
you'll
is
be back on
done
after we
for.
finish this segment. You'll be back on. I see you waiting.
We'll talk
You're
more about
backstage
the
right now.
season.
Okay, first of all, before I show, let me just show you the shirt quickly.
We
have
saw like 50 times.
Houston cheated, Trash Town, 2017
I need to
chumps.
get that shirt. I need that shirt. It's a
25
very good
bucks.
shirt.
Worth every penny. Okay, let's do
Before
it.
you hear, if anyone's in the stream, please like, comment, subscribe, the whole thing.
Thank you very
course,
much. Oh, we have one
we-
dislike. Who the
very
hell
much.
did that?
Oh, disrespectful.
Probably Jordan.
Disrespectful.
who knows? It's probably you actually.
I could see.
Oh yeah.
So let's do some predictions. Oh well, first of all, we have another comment.
Melo's gonna go 0 for
Yeah.
26
That's
tomorrow.
right there.
For Jokic judgment is fair. I agree. But Melo going over 26, I don't think so. Off his field goal percentage tomorrow, he's gonna be going. Let's give him 12 shots, 9 for 12.
Wow, I don't know about that. That's too high.
He's not even
I
gonna
give
take
him
12
5.
shots. He's not that
5.
important. Like, come on.
I could see him getting 12 shots.
Just I give him 10
I'll give
shots
him
at the
7.
most. He'll make
7,
3
6,
and make 3.
6,
I'll go 30%. 30%.
I don't think. 40, maybe 50, 60. I don't know.
So let's
Okay.
do it. American League World Series
He's
prediction
gonna be going.
team.
Okay.
I mean, if you want unbiased, this is how I legitimately think the Yankees is their year. They got riddled by injuries last year. Very unfortunate against the Astros last year in the ALCS. I think the shortened season will help the Yankees more than it will hurt them. So I think they're my favorite to go to the World Series from the American League.
George. Oh, oops! I
I
remember.
mean,
Yeah.
it's clearly a favorite in each league. The Yankees and Dodgers are by far the best teams with best rosters in each league. But I mean, Tampa Bay is scary for the Yankees, but realistically, they're not challenging the Yankees anytime soon. Let's be honest. And then Minnesota's got a deep lineup, and then you got the trash cans and the cheaters that you got.
I don't think the Astros are doing anything this year.
The Dodgers and Yankees, man, if they don't make it to the World Series, major disappointing season. Dodgers have a clear path to the World Series this year.
I agree with the Yankees or Dodgers. Just off.
I mean, the Nats that did come out of left field in the NLDS last year against the Dodgers, but as long as that doesn't happen, I think the Dodgers should make the World Series.
So this is what I'll think. I think if they're going to expand the teams to 16,
I don't
playoff
think they
teams
should.
from
That's
10.
very unfair.
That would mean, Matt, I don't know if you're listening before. I don't know if Justin was either or anyone. That would mean the first round would be a best of 3.
That's not good.
That's
That
gonna
is
hurt
not.
That
Can hurt any team because it's 3. You have to win 2 games out of 3. Like that's if a pitcher has a bad day. Okay. So what? It happens.
Wait, so then the wild card round goes to 3.
No.
divisional
Wild
round
cards.
goes
The
to-
wild card's 1 game.
Oh,
the wild
so
card
then
is 1
what-
game.
So it's 4 rounds then? What
It'd
is
be-
it?
No, they would just be expanding the divisional. I think. I don't really. I think
Ah.
they were just talking about it today. But just if there'd be less because they have to end at a certain date, so it just wouldn't be
weird.
good. It would not be good.
That is
Yeah, I would
weird.
not like that. So I think the Yankees could have. If they don't do that, the Yankees should be fine. The NL we spoke about. We all agree on the Dodgers. So if we have a Yankees versus Dodgers World Series, who is your winner?
I'm not sorry, but I have to say the Dodgers. I want the Yankees, but I think the Dodgers.
Why? Why, Justin? Why?
Why do I think the Dodgers?
Yeah. Explain, baseball genius.
But yeah,
Yeah.
who he's talking about. Take him off the screen. I don't know why I'm looking at him right now. Stop it. I don't even hear this right now. Bro, the Yankees would destroy the Dodgers in a 7-game series. The Dodgers don't have the arms the Yankees do in the starting rotation when everyone's healthy. David Price opted out. The bullpen's been
Joking. I think the Yankees. I'm
One
joking.
moment, please. I need to do something.
I'm joking.
Justin, keep talking about. Let everyone know about the Dodgers.
I'll tell you
Come
why
back
the
in a
Yankees.
second.
You're doing Carlos Stanton, Aaron
Oh,
Judge,
it's good. They're going to be the best.
center. Jarrett Cole, one of the best pitchers in the league. So
I feel like you need Tanaka. Tanaka, if he comes back full
and
strength.
you have Paxton too, who's also good.
Yeah, the Yankees will have a good rotation. They'll have a good 3-man rotation.
I'm not
Cole,
worried about
Tanaka,
that.
and
And
Paxton.
you have Altuve, who's another good one. I am not worried whatsoever. Not Altuve. You know what I fucking mean.
I was going to say Altuve.
Yeah.
So this is my
No.
prediction right now, guys. The Yankees, because we are always savages in the box.
Oh, good shirt. Good
Yep,
shirt.
in the
Good
box,
shirt.
savages. Yep.
What's his name, Matthew? It starts with a G.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
One second, I'll change
Gio
that back.
Urshela.
There you go.
I'll be back. I'll have to change to my Houston
Like,
Trash Town
I'm
shirt.
changing. Like, calm
I
down.
don't need to change. I like my
gotta
Savages
I'm going to
shirt.
put on my Yankees hat.
What do you think, Matt? You think the same thing, Yankees?
I think the same thing, Yankees. I'd be very disappointed if the Yankees don't make it this year. They're in the best situation they've been in a few years.
Yeah, just if they don't get injured.
Yankees all the way.
Oh,
baby.
George, how was the 3D model earlier today?
Bro, you never brought it up. What are you talking about?
I had a 2D model for a few seconds. If I had prepared, Justin just gave me the junk
When they have
content question.
PJ
It was a very good question, but if Justin gave me time to prepare. I would have had a PowerPoint presentation ready for
Oh
everyone.
God, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see
Let George
that.
talk. What were you saying, George?
No, I was just saying we needed to see the 3D model, and you never brought it up. So we were.
Where
expecting-
is it, Jacob?
we
We're
were
waiting
expecting
for.
more
We're waiting for.
Well, I was sort of on the spot, so I sort of will have. I can find it for you guys, but I can't do. I need to get certain stats and stuff like
what's
that.
the
Oh
next
come on! I'm sure you can
What's the
find it
next
on online very easily.
So now we're gonna welcome. Once again, let me just let everyone know. Follow the Second Take on Instagram and Twitter at the Second Take 2.
you need to.
And subscribe-
You need to. You'll
subscribe
get all
on
the live
YouTube.
updates.
Peace! Junior. Right? That's Junior. This
Junior,
Monday,
it's the best.
join us for the Second Take NBA Watch Along. The link to sign up is in the video description. George, I hope you're there. And a few hours after the show, this will be available wherever you get your
Now let's have our other
podcasts.
guest.
Now let's welcome back Rishi.
What's good? Yo, George put me on the wave with the hood on, you know. Put him on the wave.
It's cold in here, man. Cold now.
I can do it, brother.
All right,
Let's talk about which NBA team is going to shock everyone in the bubble. I'll start with you, Justin.
What team is going to shock? I'm not going to go biased because
I was. You would say Blazers.
I'm not going to go biased, but they have a good shot. I'm saying the Miami Heat. They have
Ooh, good
great,
pick, good
they have a great starting five. They have shooters. They have defense. They have Jimmy Butler proven. I don't think anything wrong with that. Maybe they could go Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe they could go finals. We'll see.
I'm gonna have to go with the Boston Celtics. I think people might be underrating them a little bit right now. I think the
Hell no.
Celtics, if things go in their favor, they could go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I fully disagree with the Eastern Conference Finals. That's dragging. They're going to lose in the first round to the 76ers.
No, I don't know about that. That's
Facts,
dragging.
facts.
That's
Tell
dragging.
I
him.
agree.
They losing the Sixers. Tell him.
100%.
George and I have a bet. George and I have a bet.
I think the Sixers, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias
Listen.
Harris, yeah, Alex Burke.
I've been saying this for years. If Simmons gets a jump shot, the Sixers are a great team. Until
Say
that
that,
happens,
someone gets a
they're
jump
going to keep
shot, they'll be
sagging
good.
off him. That's just what's going to happen.
I personally think Tobias Harris will be good and Joel Embiid.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying Ben Simmons needs a jump shot.
Ben Simmons could still post people up like it's no. He's gonna post.
It's not. That's not the point, Justin. The point is they just sag off and dare him to shoot, and when he doesn't shoot, it hurts them a
Bro,
lot.
Kemba Walker cannot play defense. Ben
Oh,
Simmons
I
will go
totally
right
agree
by
with
him every
He's better than
time.
Isaiah. He's a lot better than Isaiah.
Is
He's
he
like
better
the
than
same
Kyrie?
though. If
Bro,
you
Ben
actually watch,
Simmons
like the
is
same.
power forward now.
Al Horford's also good too, but he
Oh,
hasn't.
he's coming off the bench too. He's gonna be the sixth man now.
He's gonna be a good bench player, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good sixth man.
That's why I
So,
feel like it's
yeah.
gonna be Heat, Bucks. I change it up every day, but Heat, Bucks, Eastern Conference.
Well,
Finals.
you originally said Bucks, Raptors.
Hold on. How
No,
you got the Heat and Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals when they're going to be playing each other in the
Yeah, they're
second?
gonna be in the second round.
Oh, then never mind. Back to my
But
report.
we don't know, but it's probably gonna happen.
Bucks,
I mean-
if the seating changes like the fifth,
Right, they're not taking over the Celtics, bro. What are you talking about?
Justin, do you think the Sixers are gonna jump up a seed to the fifth
Oh,
seed,
yeah,
or do you think
that's
the
what
same plan?
realistically think's gonna happen. So
All right.
to see
So
that
then
matchup. But you know,
Sixers would.
play the Sixers game one in the regular season. So
Yeah,
that's-
but that would mean the Sixers would meet the Heat if the Heat were going to stay 4 seeds. So, you have a little
so they're not
flag
going to
right
be
there.
playing the Sixers.
We'll see, though. We'll see. It's very interesting.
What do you think, Rishi? You think the Pacers will get higher? Or
Wait,
lower?
say it again. My thing was lagging.
Who do you think will get higher, Pacers or Sixers? They're the same seed, same record.
I think the Sixers will get higher.
So then they're not going to be playing in the first round. So we're never going to see that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Damn.
And the Celtics, of course. Kemba isn't going. I fully agree. If they're playing Simmons,
That's right, though.
Kemba
Kemba
isn't.
can't guard anyone.
Kemba isn't guarding Simmons. That's not happening.
gonna guard?
Kemba
Who's gonna
can't guard?
someone else.
He can't guard Ben Simmons. He
Who's
can't
gonna
guard Tobias Harris. He can't guard.
Just
He
put
can't
it on
guard
Thibault.
whoever
He
they
can't
put
even
on freaking Korkmaz or Thibault. Throw him on anyone that's playing off the ball. You don't need to throw him on Ben Simmons, bro. He's not going to play on Ben Simmons.
We know Brandon Stevens will
Bro,
allow that. He's
Kemba's
not
a
going to make that
liability on
matchup happen.
anyone.
So I think the Pelicans are going to shock everyone.
Of course, because Zion is going to be
Yeah.
great. So
They're a
let
young
me ask you
team.
a
That's,
question.
yeah.
Do you think they're going to get the 8th seed over the Blazers? That's a very
I
good
hope.
question.
I hope
right
not. I
I
hope not.
100% don't think so.
I hope not. I
there. So
really
then
hope not.
why do you think they're going to shock them?
Then how
Because
can they shock
Not
the
only-
bro?
if they do, or maybe if they do,
So then, no, but Jacob, you're picking a team to shock everyone. If you're going to pick a team to shock everyone, wouldn't you pick a team that you think is going to make the playoffs?
You know what?
Get him, Carter.
Here's my team. I'm sorry I was lying before. Portland Trailblazers, and this is
I
why.
agree.
Round 1, Portland, LA versus the Scrubs. I'm sorry, not LA, the Scrubs. We'll beat them. That will shock the world. The world will turn upside down.
They're not.
Bro, they're not even making the playoffs. My sleeper team is the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're not winning.
Why?
They're
I
gonna
mean-
shock the world, and there's not gonna even be a play-in tournament. There's not gonna even be one because Memphis is that good.
What do they need to be within 4 games?
I'm out.
Yes.
Let's go over Memphis' schedule while we're at it.
No, not now.
Go
Not
it up.
now.
No,
Next
we
week.
already went over the Memphis schedule.
No, I want
Oh.
to just go over it again. Are you beating
Okay.
Trailblazers? Are they beating
Yes.
Trailblazers?
Yes.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yes,
they're
they are.
No, but you can't.
Why are you disrespecting the Grizzlies?
Who do they have?
Who have Grizzlies? They have John Moran has literally been carrying
Wait,
this team
have you ever heard
as
of
a
this
rookie.
guy? Have you been hurting this guy called Damian Lillard? I
What
don't know.
about Jared Jackson, Justin? How
Have
do
you
you
ever
think
heard
about
of
him?
McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, Yusuf Nurkic, Zach Collins, Hassan Whiteside?
Why are you bringing Melo into this? What does Melo have to do with this? He's literally just there.
2015.
Melo's just there.
Am I wrong?
He's kind of sitting there.
2015.
Melo's if the Blazers make the playoffs, Melo's gonna look like he did in OKC in 2017. He's gonna get average like 10 or 4. 10 or
He's
4.
in a better situation in Portland than he ever was in OKC.
That's not true. You know
Yes,
that's
it
not
is.
true.
Much-
No, it's
Russell
not.
Westbrook's a ball hog. Billy Donovan.
Okay, very, very fine.
You too. But they're not beating Portland. Will they beat the Spurs? Yes. Will they beat the Pelicans? Yes. Will they beat Utah? No. Will they beat the Thunder? No. Will they beat the Raptors? No. Will they beat the
Thank
Suns?
you.
Will they beat the Bucks?
You're
No.
admitting it.
Hold on, you're going over this whole schedule, but you didn't even mention the Portland schedule is just as hard. So they're gonna lose the same
It's
amount of
harder.
games. And Memphis
Portland's
is
a
already
very hard
2.5
schedule. It
games,
should
though.
not be overlooked.
We're going over Portland's schedule next episode. So
Yeah, go over that and look at 2 and 6 coming up. That's what's gonna happen.
Bro, not
Ooh,
even
2
1
and
and 7.
6.
1 and 7.
Ooh,
I think 6 and 2.
Max 2 and 6.
6 and 2.
5 and
What do
3.
you want?
4 and 4.
6 and 2. Whoa.
What do you want?
I believe.
Justin, there's a difference between believing in your team and having realistic expectations.
Yeah,
They're not going 6 and 2.
Matt, what's your super team? Let's get to it.
For Portland, I think they
No,
can
I'm not
go-
saying Portland. I'm saying in regular. What's your super team?
Oh, I already said it. It's going to be the Boston Celtics.
I lost it. Yeah. Georgia, Utah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw a team out there. I don't think they're gonna advance in the playoffs, but a lot of people are gonna book the Clippers to easily get to the conference finals. But I think Dallas is gonna challenge them in the first round
Ooh.
if the standings stay the same. Even though they don't have Cauley Stein and they're missing size, Porzingis and Luka are problems, man.
You can't have Porzingis and Luka Nets, bro.
It's a big 2. It's a big 2.
No, when you have Patrick Beverly's a great defender. Montrezl Harrell's a
Okay.
great defender. Kawhi Leonard's a great defender.
He didn't say they're going to advance. He said they're going to have a good fight. He
I
didn't
give
say
them,
anything
I
about
give them one
advance.
win.
Yeah, I'm saying they're gonna push the series to 6 or 7 games, just like the Clippers did last year with the Warriors, where they shocked people because they took them all the way to 6, and that was like their toughest series of the whole playoffs until KD got hurt.
Clippers did to the Warriors.
Justin, can you tell me something? How many games did the Blazers win in the conference finals against the Warriors? Please tell me.
Let's not talk about that because we
How
know
many games did they win? No. How many
we
did they
know
win?
Nurkic. That's what I could say.
Okay, so
But you're acting like Nurkic is going to come back to his all-star
No,
level.
no.
I don't even know that.
Last year with Nurkic off point difference, they had without him like 2 points off the thing.
We're talking about last year. We're
Yes,
talking about last
this
year.
year, last year was.
Last year.
are we
we-
hooping that shit? I'll get on.
When Rishi hops on, I'll hop on.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Vanch, I'm getting on. Do not worry.
Well,
I'll be on too, by the way. I'll be on.
Yes, Carson.
But right now, we're on the Second Take Live. Right now, we are here. We are busy, and we are ready for. So, that's all for today. I think. Are we done talking? Any Q&As?
No.
questions. You guys good?
Well,
Any
I
questions?
gotta say something real quick, man. You guys don't want to have me on the NFL segment, so I gotta come in and say my piece afterwards because no one. Rishi's on 3 segments, and I can only get on the.
You got on
We had a couple last-minute changes that
Yeah.
changed
Because
the
Peter
whole
had
complexion
to
of the show.
back out. Peter
I'm
did
here for an hour waiting my turn patiently, so I'm gonna voice my opinion, okay?
I see. I hear you, George. I hear you.
Sleeper team in the NFL, watch out for the Cardinals. Watch out for
But that's
the
obvious, though. That's obvious.
How is that?
No, it's not obvious.
That's not obvious.
They got the best receiver, top 3, in DeAndre Hopkins.
They went like what was the record last year? Like 5, 10, and 1.
They won like 3,
And they got Simmons.
13,
They got
and
No,
Simmons.
1.
not
The 3-12-1, something like that.
Isaiah Simmons too. They got this
Isaiah Simmons.
He's gonna be good, Isaiah
Oh,
Simmons.
Patrick Peterson is going to play a full year. He was suspended the first 6 games last year. That's going to be big for them. He's going to have a full year. Buda Baker's in the secondary. Isaiah Simmons can do everything on defense. Chandler Jones is one of the best pass rushers.
I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but
They got the best receiver in football.
No,
I have questions about their
he's not the best
running back
receiver in
situation,
football.
but that's really it.
no. Give it to Michael
He's up
Thomas.
there though. He's up there.
Put him top 3. If you don't have any, if he's not
Oh,
in
I
top
said-
3,
Not very fun.
I go Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, and then
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
whatever order, they're all top 3.
Because you're in my
Facts.
career,
Bro,
Von.
kill him by
Von,
60, 70,
Von,
80.
you're in my career.
Kill
That
him, bro.
explains a lot.
Bro, that's just foreshadowing what's going to happen when they play the Lakers in the first round. If they even get there.
Hey, they're not even making it.
George, you know
Well-
what happens when you disagree? Are you
You
with me? or-
idiot.
Bro, I'm not
Okay.
coming on here for you to start threatening me, man. We're trying to have a
What are you
conversation.
trying to be a little man Russell Hands out here?
No. How are you right now? He's how you
I'm the best. The best.
So I think it's time to end it. Thank you, George and Risha, for being on tonight. Thank you very much.
problem.
Good show.
Thank you.
This
Thank
was
you
a great
everyone
show.
for watching tonight. I'm going to end the broadcast.
This was good. I feel like
yes.
This is great.
Thank you for listening, watching, doing whatever. We actually went 90 minutes, an hour and 30
Really?
minutes.
That's
Very
great.
long, very fun. I don't know if you were here the whole time though. But it's just good.
How many views did it say we got?
We had 4 watching right now. Thanks for everyone, George, Risha, all the guests, Jared,
Nick.
Justin, are you
Nick,
getting on
everyone
after?
was great.
We'll see.
Okay.
Everyone, thank you for listening, watching, and see you Monday for episode 9.
Thank you for watching. See you guys.